Okay, let's try again. Is that one working okay? Bit of a stream issue this morning. I don't know what that was. But it seems to not be buffering now. It was buffering like crazy for some reason. I don't know why. I've just restarted OBS, the streaming software, so see if that works. But anyway, hopefully you can hear me now. But let me know if you can, just before I get started again. Looks like it's all good now. Cool. Cheers, John. Right. Good. Okay. Technical issues. I do restart OBS every morning because OBS is a little bit resource hungry. So I restart it every day. Maybe I'll just restart my entire machine every day. It's just a pain because then I have to restart all my MT4s, my drawing tools, everything. It just takes longer, but it doesn't matter. Morning, Andy. Okay. Let me just put that on Facebook again. Just to let everybody know, because it's obviously a new link. There we go. Right. So, as I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted by whatever happened there, news-wise, obviously, today we've got nothing. It's rubbish. So, New Zealand dollar, or spoke this morning, had a little bit of a push on New Zealand dollar, not a lot. Lagarde didn't do anything yesterday. Today we had inflation tomorrow we've got inflation expectations crude, and then Macklem talking. So it's just, again, there's no news today at all, and we've got a little bit of news tomorrow. It really kicks off on Thursday. Bailey is scheduled in to speak now at 9:05 on Thursday morning as well. So Thursday's really the day. So rubbish today for news. So it's just going to be normal market manipulation, really, is all we're going to see today. So, so looking at where we are, obviously we've been looking to play these euros short. So closed out quite a bit yesterday on the EA. So this is H4 M15 in line with COT trend. We closed out yesterday loads of euros, as you can see. So all these euros, basically, we had quite a few euros on which closed out. So euros, where are the euros? Euro pound. Close that one out. Took 3 days, that one. Euro New Zealand. I think we looked at that one yesterday, didn't we? Can't remember. Euro New Zealand, we'll look at it anyway. Euro New Zealand, we had 3 positions on that one. So that one closed out yesterday. And Euro CAD. I really ought to order these, hadn't I? So I can actually find them quickly. There we go, Euro CAD. So we closed that one out with 3 as well. And Euro odd. I mean, I won't go through them all. They're all pretty much the same thing. We got caught on the back of the squeeze, scaled in and exited. So some of those are still coming down. But closed some nice profit yesterday. Closed 1.75%. Closed 0.85% so far today. We've got nearly 1% in the bank with Euro New Zealand and Euro Swiss. Euro New Zealand is about to close. Why is that not closed yet? Because it's a manual position. Closed. I took a manual on the Euro New Zealand. Forgot about that. So close that one out. There you go, 1.74% today as well. Good look at that. Couldn't get much closer, can you? Euro Swiss. That one will be closing out shortly. The rest are all doing all right. H4, M15, trend pullback. Didn't close anything out yesterday. Going to close out CAD Yen today. Not far off closing that one. We just had a reverse alert and retest on that. H4, M15, normal mean reversion. Pound US dollars in profit. Today we've closed out Euro odd. and we closed out pound yen yesterday, pound New Zealand. So we closed out quite a few yesterdays. And H1M5, we closed out quite a bit yesterday as well. Euro CAD. I'm not showing all history. There we go. Don't know why that's not showing all history. Yes, we closed out Euro CAD and Euro Odd yesterday. So decent profit all round yesterday. Banked quite a bit. Nice sort of 1.5, 2.5, 3, about 4% yesterday, and done a fair bit today. So EA's doing well. Just trading away. So today, nothing on ADR yet. So the closest things we're going to get to ADR, I think, are probably going to be the New Zealand's at the moment, because we had a little bit of New Zealand movement in Asia, but doesn't seem to have actually got very far in Asia. So yeah, nothing close on ADRs at the moment. So just keep your eyes peeled on the ADRs. This morning, nothing's hit weeklies. It is only Tuesday. Sometimes we get hits on Tuesday, but obviously we haven't had a lot of price action so far this week, so there's nothing hit on the weekly ranges. On the monthlies, we've got Euro Swiss and Euro Pound. So Euro Swiss obviously is starting. Your reversal alert was there, playing out very nicely. And Euro Pound, that has just given a reverse alert on the hourly and is starting to come down. So again, all these are worth fading back down to where they started. ADRs, RSIs rather. Obviously, this was lit up like a Christmas tree for the Euros yesterday. Now it's not, because obviously those trades are all starting to play out. So these were all Euros. So looking at all of these, Euro Odd, let's just go through the Euros quickly so we can see what we're doing. So Euro Odd, obviously that was the propulsion move off the back of the rate announcement. We're now fading all that back very nicely. Euro CAD coming down, Euro Swiss coming down nicely, Euro Pound coming down nicely, Euro Yen still stuck. So we've still got weakness on the yen by the looks of things, because the euro is not moving against the yen. So that seems to be the only one that we've got a little bit stuck at the moment. Euro New Zealand coming down very nicely. Euro US dollar. Again, Euro US dollar. The US dollar yesterday, we had... is Chris in here? You've got your trend line break. Okay. So Chris's strategy basically is when you get a reversal alert, and it crosses the trend line. There's a long. So that's a nice entry there. So yesterday, obviously, we had a total dead sideways day. Completely flat and horrible sideways. Didn't go anywhere. This morning, US dollar's moving. So we've had a bit of a start with the US dollar during the Asian session, having a little bit of a pullback at the moment. So looking to pull back to yesterday's highs, which is kind of Asia and London combined. Ideally, if we can get a bounce off of there, we should see a nice US dollar push today. We're expecting US dollar strength based off the fact of that massive drop. So yeah, looking good. Much deeper pullback than expected on that Dixie move. We got way below the 61.8. So we're just popping back above the 72 moving average at the moment. So looking like we might start that bear run, bull run rather. So looking good. We haven't managed to crack these highs very convincingly this morning, but yes, looking good. So we should see the euro US dollar start to come down a little bit more today, hopefully, and we'll look for support bounce there and a gap fill, at least, if not complete reversal, which is what I'm expecting. So yeah, all those have played out. Sorry, I'm on the wrong chart. I know. There we go. So yeah, all those have played out. And we've still got some extensions on Euro Swiss and Euro Yen. So Euro Swiss is just about to come out of the RSI extension on the 4 hour. Yeah, so as soon as this candle closes, that will turn off. and euro yen, we are still extended. So we've had a reversal alert on the 4 hour and a retest. We've just retested again. So still seems to be an awful lot of weakness on the yen at the moment. Quickly whiz through the yen pairs. Yeah, we've had a weak yen. It's not that weak, is it? I suppose it is weak. Everything's pushing against it, isn't it? So, yeah, the yen's weak at the minute, which is why the euro's holding up. But it's stronger than the US dollar. Weird. Yeah, so all good. From those trade perspectives, as you just saw from the EA took all those trades and it's out of the vast majority or about to get out of the vast majority of those today. Nothing else is extended at the moment because yesterday, obviously, we had no movement. It was a complete sideways chop fest for the vast majority of yesterday. So obviously nothing's had any opportunities to get extended on any time frame at the minute. Hourlies, again, the only thing we've got at the moment to look at from a 5-minute entry perspective is US dollar yen, and that's only just extended and you've missed it because it's already traded. So that entry was at the beginning of London. If you took that one, brilliant. It's playing out nicely. But that's it. There's nothing else extended. So we are very, very, very quiet today. So sitting on my hands, basically. Yesterday, obviously, we didn't get a lot of movement. Today, we've got no news. So it could be another big rotational day today, as it was yesterday. Really, really quiet. Did a little bit of scalping this morning on Simon. Yesterday was awful. It was terrible yesterday. Did a little bit of scalping on the DAX and the NASDAQ this morning, just around the open, just trying to find some volatility, but couldn't really figure out which way it was going. Morning, Rahat. Bit late. Made it in. Had a bit of a stream problem this morning, so one of the streams went a bit weird. Yeah, because the stream at the moment is still staying. It started less than a minute ago. It didn't start less than a minute ago. Something weird going on with YouTube this morning. Or my end, I don't know, one or the other. Bit rubbish. So I'm going to quickly whiz through the indices and have a look at where we are with those as well. DAX is coming off the lows, looking for longs. We had yesterday a really good push on NASDAQ and the S&P. And then towards the end of the day, they sold the whole lot off again. So it was just a hideous day to trade yesterday. Just couldn't get any momentum on anything. So I did about $300 yesterday on the DAX, and I was trading futures yesterday afternoon, and I managed to squeeze $100 and something out of it yesterday, but was just trying to trade the open in New York yesterday, and it was just an utter chop fest. So I decided to go short and thought I'll have one more crack at it. Got a nice short there, basically, and got to about $180 odd in profit. And then I got down, back up again, up, down, back up again. And I said, nah, sod this, I'm out. So I posted my profit in the Telegram group, and then it went boom. Literally 5 minutes after I pressed the close button. So I had the right idea yesterday. Remember yesterday I said I'm looking for a push to the highs and sell it, but just got chopped to pieces yesterday. And then we came back down and chopped around for ages again. Then we had a lovely big push and everyone's like, oh, we're rallying high, and then everyone bought it and it collapsed. So the market yesterday was literally just chopping the hell out of everybody. It was horrible. So I'm glad I didn't trade it yesterday afternoon, because it would have been an absolute chop fest and probably a account destroyer. So we ended up with a down day. So it was looking like it was going to be a lovely bullish day yesterday. And then we ended up with basically a doji. So complete indecision in the market. this is the area here that I was thinking we were pushing out of, and when we started pushing up yesterday afternoon, I was like, yeah, this looks like it's going, and then we ended up closing there. So at the moment, it still supports the collapse theory, but we haven't really gone anywhere. So no clues yesterday as to which way we're going. With the Nasdaq, we closed lower. So the Nasdaq had even worse time of it yesterday. Again, this is where I was trading. It was actually it was the Nasdaq I was trading futures on. So, but the S&P does the same thing. So this is kind of where I got in, got chopped around, and then boom, missed that. So yeah, we closed down. Nothing's happened obviously in Asia. London at the moment is not really going anywhere either. So really, really, really tough conditions. M5 is really where you want to be at the moment if you want to make any money, because any time frame higher than this, you're just getting whipsawed constantly. So yeah, it's not good. I'm probably going to take this morning off and just see what London makes of this morning. I've got a feeling it's going to be a chop fest in London, and I don't want to be involved in it really. So I'm going to take today off this morning anyway, and then this afternoon I'll sort of evaluate whether or not I'm going to do some scalping, or whether I'm going to on CFDs, or whether I'm going to trade futures this afternoon. But yeah, it's a bit rubbish at the minute. Bitcoin, on the other hand, or rather Ethereum more, is having a lovely week. Really big, strong open yesterday, following a big, strong push. So we are still in the start of this bear move. This morning's not looking particularly great for it. So from a crypto perspective, we're at a critical point for Bitcoin at the moment, hitting the 72 moving average. So potentially it could be coming down from here. So we'll see. I've cashed out all my Bitcoin. I was holding Bitcoins long, and all my crypto I was holding long, and I've decided to just cash it out and get out. I'm not interested in it. It's just it's following the indices now. So there's no advantage in trading crypto anymore, because they are literally following the indices now. So you might as well just trade the indices, because these are based on a fundamental that we can actually analyze and understand. Bitcoin is based on a load of people tweeting something and then it has a pop. So at the moment, I think this is crypto is becoming less relevant as a trading instrument. Just trade the stuff that we know and we can see patterns in. We've got historical data for. So yeah. So that's where we are with the crypto market. Gold yesterday, somebody asked about, and I said to buy it. It looked like a buy. We had a bit of a push yesterday. So if you did get in that, it was nice. It worked. But equally, this is based off US dollar a lot of the time. And yesterday we went nowhere on the US dollar. So remember I was saying yesterday, gold is becoming much more independent now from the dollar. And, you know, we're not really going anywhere with gold. It's just holding its value. So you really want to be just playing longs from the lows up to the highs, and just assuming that we're going to stay slightly bullish, but within a range. So you're kind of channel trading at the moment on gold. And that's kind of what I would be looking to do, buy every pullback at the moment, regardless of what the US dollar is doing, because it is moving very nicely and independently away from the US dollar at the minute. So yeah, so that's really all I've got for you today. There's nothing else lit up RSI wise. The EA I'm just letting trade for me at the moment. So there's no opportunities at present. So it's not going to take any new positions, and it's just going to manage and close out the ones that we're in, which it's doing very nicely at the minute. So I'm just going to be monitoring basically the EA this morning, and monitoring the markets in general, really, just to see where stuff goes. Because at the moment, it's based on the news, it's looking like it's just going to be a horrible sideways chop fest again, like yesterday. So unfortunately, you can't do a lot with that apart from scalp very, very small low time frames. So, you know, I'm talking M5, M1 really is where you're going to get your movement at the moment, and until we get some catalyst to move the market. But you know, London at the moment looks pretty dull, all within the Asian ranges. So we'll see. But euro, so euro obviously is the main thing that we're looking for continuation drop on. So all these euros basically, I'm already shorting them anyway, so they're all coming down nicely. So as long as they manipulate the euro this morning, I don't care what they do with the rest of it, to be honest. They can leave it all alone for all I care. As long as the euro comes down, I'm happy. And I think it will, because there's nothing much else that they can take profit on, because obviously they've moved the euro up to such an extent that the only real trade opportunities for them is to exit their longs. So, and that's exactly what's happening. So just euro shorts today. So pullbacks on the euro is probably the best bet of the day. Wait for any pullbacks on any euro pairs if you get them. I mean, you got to get them first. This hasn't stopped. But any pullbacks you get, shorts. That's really all I can see that's worth bothering with today. But just be aware of obviously any levels that we get to as we're on our way down. So this is where we're likely to get that pullback starting. I'm a bit late. Yes, the Dixie broke my trend line. Going to look for a nice opportunities this week. Yeah, so buy the dips on the dollar and sell the rips on the US, on the euro. Is basically this week, really, as far as I'm concerned, because there's no news catalysts. So it literally is a case of short euro when it pops, buy euro when it drops, buy dollar when it drops. Nothing else really to look at the minute. Dull, but the good news is we are in an accumulation, and after every accumulation comes an expansion. So we are waiting for the expansions. But catalyst-wise, as I say, there's nothing until tomorrow or Thursday, really. Thursday's really when the market's going to start moving. So dull. So yeah, that's all I got this morning. Anybody got anything they want to look at? Any pairs they want to look at in particular? Anything else they want to discuss strategy-wise? Anything-wise? Haven't really got anything else to cover this morning. I was just trying to think if there's anything else to look at. We've got stocks wise, we've got Peloton, Pfizer, and Alibaba. Excuse me. Today. So Pfizer is pre-market, Peloton is aftermarket. Not that Peloton's going to do anything. It's not even in the Nasdaq anymore. So there's a little bit of earnings today. It's all pre-market though, so it'll all be positioned ahead of the New York Open. So not a lot there either. But yeah, indices. Simeon. I've just covered indices. I'm not sure if you're a bit late, but I've covered the indices. Shorts. Well, not short in DAX, but short US dollar, short Nasdaq, and short S&P, short Dow. Short until they prove otherwise. At the moment, they're all coming down. We're in a bear market. Well, we're in a bear market potentially. We're in a bear market until it breaks this high. So. No problem. You can go and watch the replay. I've covered the indices really in detail, but nothing much happened yesterday. So yesterday was a bit of a doji day. Right, so I've got nothing else to cover this morning. I'm going to be coding this morning. I'm not going to be trading. There's no point in trading anything this morning. It's all going to be a bit rubbish. So I was going to do a bit of scalping, but I'll start a new account, by the way. I've cashed out the account I started towards the end of last month. I doubled it, so I've cashed it out. I've more than doubled it. I started with 2k and I went up to 5.5. So I've cashed out. I've put 3k of it in here. So this is a new account I've just started with. Put 3k in this one. Well, I transferred it out of the other account. So I've transferred 3k out of that account and I've extracted the other 2.5 into my bank to go and spend. So I'm starting a new account on here. And I've set up, this is with Robo Forex. I've set up a copy trade account. Because they do copy trade accounts, which I didn't know. And I was looking into them yesterday. And I thought, why not set up a copy trade account? For my scalping, because then if it all goes well, everyone can, if they wanted to, can copy my scalps. So that's what this account is. So if you're curious as to why it's all zeroed, it's just I did an extraction of cash, which is nice. But I'm going to probably trade this one a little bit more realistically. With an actual 3k balance, hence only having 0.38% profit this morning. So I'm going in with a little bit more conservative lot sizing on it, obviously, if it's going to be a copy account. But I don't quite know how they work. If anybody knows how those Robo Forex copy accounts work, let me know, because I've never used them. But I thought I might as well set one up because people are constantly asking me for signals, which I don't agree with. I think you should learn to trade, but I thought, why not? I don't think I earn any money from it, but anyway. Did someone optimize the gold EA yesterday? Did someone do an optimization on the gold EA yesterday? Oh, you did some, Andy. Right, okay. Did some optimization on the gold EA yesterday. We'll post in the group. Okay, yeah, cool. Oh, yeah, just seen you posted it. What time frame's that running on, Andy? Nice profit factors. That's good. Was that an M15 or... I can't remember what you were doing with the gold EA. I had that. That's on my list. That was the other thing on my list. I've just realised what it was. I was sitting here yesterday because I was meant to be coding yesterday, and I got sucked into scalping, which I also do. And I'm going to shut my terminals down after this and do coding because that's what I want to do. I got to get this finished. And I was looking at my list of to-dos that I have on my desk, and I was like, there's something else I wanted to do. And it was you reminded me, you set up that, you tested the EA on gold. And I said, I'll look into that because I've never actually tested it on gold. So I will do that on my list. I'll put that back on my list because I didn't write it down. 1 hour, 5, so it's the H1M5 over 10 months. Taking £20 profit and then 30 and 40 per trade. Can you stick the set? Can you do us a favour, Andy, if you're happy to? Can you stick the set file in the group? And I can just run that and have a look in more detail. Christy, I set up a Robo Forex, haven't funded it yet. Cool. What is the EA I'm using on the Robo Forex account? My market reversal alerts indicator, EA. This one. This is the market reversal alerts EA. Is that the one you mean? That's running on four separate strategies at the minute. Or do you mean this? This is something I'm working on. This is a kind of scalping toolkit type thing, so I can scalp quickly with candlestick patterns. So it tells me when there's specific candlestick patterns. It shows me opening ranges, market opens, allows me to one-click trade everything, adjust stuff. This is what I'm working on, basically, which is what I'm trying to finish coding on, and I didn't yesterday because I got sucked into trading, scalping. It's the trouble. It's addictive scalping, but it's such hard work. But anyway. Right. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do this morning. I am going to code. I am not going to trade. Because I don't really... I mean, you can see how much the market slowed down. Look, DAX. Look at the DAX open. Yeah. Horrible. It's going to be one of those days today. I can just see it's going to be one of those days. And then it's going to go, okay, and it's going to move so fast, you'll just get stuck, either not being able to get in or on the wrong side of it. So this is the new one. So this is, I've kind of, at the moment, I've called it the Scalper's Toolkit. It's not a very good name. But it's not, I'm realizing it's actually not a scalper's toolkit. You can use it on any time frame, really, because it's to trade market structure, not to trade market structure, to trade candlestick patterns, which is basically all you do when you're trading, when you're scalping. But they work on all time frames, so I might not call it the scalper's toolkit. I might call it the trader's friend. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. I'm building it for me though, because it's just to help me trade, basically how I take trades. So, well, if you have the EA running, you can code all you like. Exactly. That's why I have the EA, because I don't have to sit there and watch the charts. I don't have to wait for RSIs to get extended and reversal alerts to alert me. It does it all for me. That's the point. I'll leave it there today. As I say, I've not got a lot else really to cover this morning because the market's not moved so far today, really, apart from in the direction that we wanted it to. And there's no movement yesterday to set up for any position trades today either. So there's not a lot we can do. The market isn't moving. We can't really do a lot with it. I think that's a great tool for entry any time frame, Shalk. Yeah. Yes, I mean, the candlestick patterns are candlestick patterns. At the end of the day, that is a strong close candle. It works on all time frames. Yeah, we have strong close candles. There's a strong close bearish candle. There's another strong close bearish candle. There's a strong close bearish candle. So it's the same on all time frames. To inside bars, strong closes, long wicks, equal lows, equal highs, bullish and bearish engulfing. So I'm going to code into this as well. And then you'll be able to pick as well which ones you want to alert and whether you want them in line with trend. So yeah, just again, I'm all for making trading life easy, which is why I build all my dashboards and indicators, because I don't want to sit here staring. I'd rather it's just when there's a strong close in line with trend, I'm going to take it. So I might as well build an EA to alert me to it and have the option for it to automatically take it for me and pop up and say, I've just taken a trade, and then I'll go, all right, thanks. And then I'll monitor it and see how it's going. And if it's going well, I'll move my stop or go to break even or close. It's just to make life easy, because scalping's hard work mentally, really hard work mentally. Which is why I gave it up, but I like it. So if I can make something that's going to make it still fun and interesting, but not so strong on the eyeballs, which is basically what the problem is with scalping, then so be it. It'll be good. But yeah, anyway, this has got a lot of work. Needs a lot of work. So I need to get on. Right. So yeah, I'll call it a day there. I'll be back at 2:00 this afternoon. As usual, we'll do an analysis of the London session, what's happened, see if we got any setups forming on anything else. I don't think we will this morning, unless we get some really big moves. Then yeah, I don't think we're going to get an awful lot of opportunity today to get into much at all. So we'll see how it goes. But I'll probably do some more scalping at the futures account this afternoon and see how that goes. And we'll go from there. All right. So have a good morning. Hopefully you can make some money. Hopefully we get these euros dropping, which they seem to be doing very, very nicely so far. and hopefully that will be more in the bank by the time I get back this afternoon. B-Master, can you go over the step scalping, the 5 minute and H1? The step scalping, 5 minute and H1. I don't know what that means. What do you mean step scalping? Sorry, don't understand that one. You always. Oh right, so no, sorry, I don't know. I don't know what you mean. I thought I knew what you meant then, but no, I don't. If you're asking me to go over my strategy, I'm not going to do that at the moment. It's basically candlestick patterns, but I'll go over it in a video when I've got the tool finished, because I'll explain why the tool does what it does in the way that it does at some point. But anyway, so I've got to leave it there, guys. So I've got to get on with some coding, obviously. So anything you need, come in the Telegram group. If you like the stream, give us a thumbs up. Sorry there wasn't an awful lot of it this morning because there's nothing happening. And I'll be back at 2 o'clock and see if we've got any movement and see where we go from there. If you've got any questions, obviously, bring them along this afternoon and we can go over them. But otherwise, I'll see you at 2 o'clock and hopefully we'll have some movement in New York. Have a good morning.